Hi, I'm Sid. Sorry my hair is a disaster right now. I pretty much have not gotten off the couch in the last 24 hours. I didn't even sleep in my bed. I was like, you know what? The couch is really comfortable. I had so much fun making this costume, so I would like to make another one. This one is so tight. The eye cannot even breathe in it, let alone hit any Juno poses. I decided to use this other dress that I have that's a lot flowier, and obviously it can move more, and it's blue, you know, different color would be nice. This took me 8 hours, I think, to do it by hand, and this is much bigger, much more surface area. So though the video will only be a couple minutes long, it will probably take me like 2 days.
3 days later, 3 weeks later, many months later.
So, funny story, it did end up taking me about 2 months to finish this. I just started the project at a really busy time in the year, so that was on me. Luckily, I'm awesome, and I did get it done eventually. I love how it turned out, so let's get into the process. I found these cool beads that are almost like pearls, but they're in different shades of blue. I thought they were so pretty. They also help to differentiate and break up the regular bedazzles, so it looks a little bit more interesting. I wanted to use some of the shades of blue from this palette as well, but only one of them matched. Luckily, it matched perfectly, so I was okay with it. And then I beaded. And I beaded, and I beaded, and I beaded. It took me a long time to finish this. I didn't actually spend all day, every day for 2 months working on this, but when I realized how long it was going to take, it became sort of a, I'll get to it when I get to it kind of thing. I did enjoy working on this at the end of the night as a way to relax. I would work on one small section every night, so the whole project did not seem as daunting. There were so many flowers on this dress, but I really wanted to cover all of them. I just thought it would be so pretty, and I'm really glad that I took my time to finish it and really make the details nice. I didn't want to have too many of the big pearls on there just because they stand out so much and they're more of an accent. Plus, I only had a limited amount of them, whereas I had a million of the silver beads. I love how it sparkles when you put it under light. Oh my god, it's so pretty! Like, I can't stop looking at it. As I was getting close to the end of this dress, I was really running out of beads and I did not want to buy more, so I was sifting through the individual beads, you know, to find a single one that I needed. Chewy, we're going at a hyper speed because I am done with this. I want you guys to see the finished result. I gotta finish the side panels, the back panels, but we're gonna skip that and we're gonna go straight to the skirt. I got a big variety of beads because I wasn't sure what my plan was, but I ended up only using a handful of them on the top because I wanted it to be cohesive. I loved these beads and I really wanted to incorporate them. They have gems on the side and the insides are hollow. I realized the pearls fit perfectly inside of them, so I decided to do that along the waist. In between, I put these clear crystals to break up the pattern, and I think it makes it much more visually pleasing. I like that the clear crystals emulate raindrops almost. That gave me the idea to have the rhinestones clustered more at the top, so they dissipate as they go down, giving a trickle down effect, almost like water. I don't know. My thinking was if there was more subtle sparkles on the bottom, the bodice would be much more highlighted. I wanted that to be the focus since that's what I spent so much time working on. As far as technique for placing the rhinestones, I would put down the bigger ones first so I had an idea of where they were all going to go. Then I would add smaller ones around them in order to make them appear clustered. As I went down the dress, I started using less and less. For my birthday, somebody actually gifted me a hot press for bedazzles, and I'd never used one before, but I used it for the skirt. A big pro of this hot fix tool is that there's no glue, so there's not really much of a mess. Yes, the stickiness on the bottom will stick to the surface you're working on, but it's quite easy to pull up. My main complaint was that anytime I placed a bunch of beads at the same time, they would bounce away. They would not stay in the same spot as soon as I tried to hot fix them to the dress. The bottom line is that at the end of the day, as long as you're okay with getting your hands a little bit sticky, you don't really need this tool. Just use the glue. Once I finished up with the big rhinestones, I went through and added a bunch of little ones in between. This gives this pattern a more three-dimensional look. It's very subtle, but I think the subtle details make a huge difference. And that's my favorite part because I can never be done with a project. I always want to keep adding more. Once I finished the skirt, I knew I had to do something with the top. I definitely didn't want to detract from the rest of the dress, but having nothing up there really gave the dress an unfinished look. And for that reason, I started following the actual shape of the top rather than the flowers so that it is different enough from the bodice that does follow the flower patterns. The pattern across the top is pretty simplistic, but from a distance it looks really full because of the small diamonds that are going in between the big ones. It adds a lot of nice detail to the overall look. And with that, I finally finished my blue Sabrina Carpenter look. It's stunning. I can't stop looking at it. The subtle sparkles at the bottom really did exactly what I wanted them to do. It makes the dress shimmer, but not too much to detract from the top. I actually think my favorite part, though, is the waist. I'm really loving how the raindrop beads and the pearls are separating the top and the bottom. It really, really stands out to me. You can see the line that it creates from a distance, and it's super flattering. Thank you for following along. I love crafting so much and being creative. If you also enjoy that or you like watching me be creative, follow my channel because who knows what I'm gonna make next. It could be pretty awesome.